3 areas to consider if my investment is plateauing. So if your investment is plodding along, not really doing much, what are 3 ideas that I could give you? Number 1 is just reassess your goals. Should be doing this really every year. I like to do it at the start of the year. What are my goals for the year? What are my personal goals? What are my professional goals? What are my investment goals? When it comes to investment goals, I like to keep things simple, as you know. Break them down into 3 separate sections. What are my short-term investment goals? What are my medium-term investment goals? What are my long-term investment goals? Short-term is 0 to 5 years. What do you want to achieve in that 0 to 5 years? Is it building up an emergency fund? Is it building up more savings in the bank? So when life happens, you've got cash there. Is it buying a property? Is that a goal for yours within the next 5 years? Medium-term goals is really anything 5 to 10 years. What do you want to achieve investment-wise within 5 to 10 years? And then my longer-term stuff is anything 10 years, 15 years plus. Typically that's pension planning, retirement planning. Maybe you've got young children, and in that 10, 15 year gap, or maybe slightly more, you're thinking about contributing towards their education planning. Maybe it's university. Maybe the kids are older and you want to help them. Maybe your kids are older and you want to help them get on the property ladder. Perhaps that's a longer term goal. So number 1 is always reassess your goals, and then your investment should fit into those goals. Number 2 is, if your investment is plateauing, are you diversified enough? And this is super, super important. It's very, very simple. It's making sure all your eggs aren't in one basket. I would always speak to an investment professional, a financial advisor, someone that's regulated in your area, about diversification. Markets change, market moves. Markets change, markets move. Is your money in the right place for shorter term and longer term market growth? Last year tech did very, very well, or tech and AI, if we want to bundle those together. You look at stocks like Nvidia, they absolutely flew. Some of the pharmaceuticals struggled last year. When you look at Moderna, when you look at Pfizer, they struggled last year. I think they lost 40, 45, maybe 46%, something like that. So it's always worth checking if your investment is diversified enough when taking into account your goals that you've set. Number 3 is always with investment portfolios, you should review them. Whether that's every quarter, for you, whether that's every 6 months, but you should always be checking in with your financial advisor just to see how are the investments performing. Do you need to make any little changes based on where the market's currently at, or if the portfolio should stay as it is? So those would be my 3 top tips. If you feel your investment is plateauing, always speak to a financial advisor. If you want information on that, reach out, send me a DM, or pop something in the comments, and I'll be pleased to help you do that depending on where you live.